2025 is finally here, and we are looking into what should gamer change in 2025 to improve. Let's go through our approach for the new year, and I would say let's dive right into it with the arena of opinions of Stefan. Happy New Year.
Thanks, Michael. Happy New Year to you as well. And Happy New Year to
Grazie.
all of our listeners. And we will start with Arena of Opinion. Cross platform play should become the norm to break down barriers between different gaming communities.
Yeah, that would be a great change for 2025. I think cross-platform, also with mobile in the future, but that will probably be a little bit further away than next year. But in general, cross-platform should be a thing, yeah. Especially with PlayStation, Xbox, and PC, because same platforms, same graphic things, so you usually can play every game on every console, on every platform like this. Should be a thing. Yeah. What do you think about it?
Yeah, I think the same because also, for example, our friend Rodo just texted me yesterday and he want to play with me a game. And I have only a MacBook and he is a Windows player, which most gamers are. And I'm limited to play video games. And so I have the only offer for him to play with me World of Warcraft, League of Legends, or any kind of mobile games. And that sucks because I would like to play Path of Exile 2 with him, for example, or something like that, and other games, but I'm not able. So I'm looking forward that it is easier to play any kind of game on any kind of device.
Yeah, especially for Path of Exile 2, there is a high chance that it comes in 2025 to the Mac. That's a good thing because Path of Exile 1 is on Mac. But in general, yeah, that is something they have to improve for sure. My arena of opinion is every gamer should start working on his physical fitness to improve fun in games and outside of games. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I was also thinking about that when I was thinking about the topic, what I would change because I'm also a gamer, so what I would change in 2025. And there's, for example, also the physical part. So I want to do more sports, and if you do sports, you have more energy, then you will be also better in gaming. So yeah, I think it's important, and I'm also wanted to change that 2025.
Yeah, it would be interesting if you, as a gamer, as a listener, want to change that too in the future. Leave us a comments below what your approach for 2025 is and what your start is, what you want to improve. We want to know. Let's start a little bit of comments under this video. I would say let's dive into the topic. What gamer could change for 2025? We have a couple ideas. Stick to the end because it will get interesting with the machine overload. What AI thinks, what we could improve. And then we have dive a little bit into the comments of the last videos. We got a ton of comments that we have to discuss a little bit in the Keyboard Warrior section. So let's start right into it with the main quest of the topic. What do you have for questions about this topic?
All right, so we start with the first one, and that is prioritize sleep. So how can we as a gamer better prioritize sleep to enhance not just our health, but also our gaming performance? What practice or technologies could help and support this shift?
Yeah, sleep is a very big one. I can remember when I was gaming on my Windows with the setup and stuff. You stay up late all the time and gaming in the evening as long as possible because that's the only time you have after work and stuff like that. So that is the only opportunity you get to game, and you want to take every advantage you can get. But a new thing which you could try would be that you go to bed early, you get your sleep, and you try to game in the morning a little bit earlier. That would be one approach you could try out. Maybe you're a better morning person, but there are certain tools which could help you. And I think when you schedule everything, just start step by step and small. But when you schedule everything, then that could be an improvement. And for example, when you simply your iPhone can help with it, or if you have an Apple Watch or something like that. When you will feel different when you have your 7 to 8 hours sleep regularly. that will improve a lot. But you were going through this journey, especially. What about talk about your journey with your sleep?
I'm still going through that. So I don't know if you have all the same problems like me, because when it's getting late and my wife and my kid is going to bed sleeping, and I'm actually also want to go to bed because I'm really tired, but I think also I want also to play and play some video games. I want some have some fun with my own, and then you go to the laptop or PC or mobile phone, and then you start gaming, and then 1 hour is gone, 2 hours gone, 3 hours gone, and then it's 1 a.m. or 2 a.m. And but you have to wake up early because your kid will wake up and you have no choice to stand up. And yeah, that's difficult, and that's also one part which I want to improve, and I will go maybe in this direction of Michael, so that I will go to bed with them and then wake up earlier. And if I want to play, then I play in the morning, or if I have to work, then I work early and then maybe game some hours in the lunchtime, for example. Um, I thought about it that I don't know if Apple can do that. That you set like timer, and that after that timer, apps are not working anymore, or your PC even shut down, and you have no choice to wait until it's like morning or something like that. So, but yeah, it's really a big topic, but it's one of the biggest thing. You have to prioritize your sleep.
You bought this device on your hand, on your arm.
Yeah.
Did it improve anything? What did you learn through that as a gamer
Yeah.
using this kind of thing?
So the brand is called Whoop, and I bought it. I'm actually not the type of person who likes something on his hands. I don't have any rings or whatever, a necklace or something like that, because I hate it. But and I also didn't have a smartwatch because I didn't want to see anything on my. I have my mobile device, and that's enough. So and that's nice. Whoop is going, especially this direction, because they're only going for your health. So you have no screens here, but it measured everything: your sleep cycle, your energy put out. If you do workout, it measured it. It says like, okay, you burned this kind of stuff, and so what it helped for me is really actually like mm, see the performance of my sleep, and also be more aware of my sleep. So if I see I didn't sleep well, or I sleep only 5 hours, for example, and I only have energy like 50%. Um, you of course you feel it, but if you see it on like numbers, is a change, and then you know, okay, I should like next day, or maybe like the second day, I should prioritize sleep. So for example, yesterday I had like, I think 45% energy, so that's why I went to bed with my wife and my kid, and today I have 99. So I have more energy. I feel relaxed again. And also, what's really important is if you don't get enough sleep, it's same like if you drink alcohol. So you, if someone stress you out, it will stress you more out, and you react way harder to something. Instead, when you have your sleep and everything is cool down and everything. Yeah. So, but yeah, it improved something, but I don't use it like I should use it. So, but yeah, step by step, right?
Yeah, but it improved the awareness, and I think that is a very, very good first step, because when you're late at gaming and the app shows you, okay, you're now at 39%, maybe, I don't know, then you know it's very urgent to go to bed, and maybe that is the last thing you need to finish the gaming session, you know? So could be a very good.
What's also interesting, like for example, yesterday it said to me I should go to bed at 0:30, so half 1 a.m., and sleep until 10, because the I call it watch. The watch is knowing my sleep cycle or when I go to bed usual, and because I often play video games at night, they know like I am awake until like 1 a.m., for example, and then they know better, okay, if you go there, your body will react better and have a better sleep cycle.
Yeah. Talking about this kind of stuff, how can we make our relationship to gaming healthier in 2025? Do you have any approaches for that as well?
Yeah, I think it goes in the same direction. Like, if everything is a little bit too extreme, actually, then it's not healthy. So I think maybe you should say, like, okay, I try to play only 3 or 4 hours a day, or less or more, depending on the day, for example, that you, yeah, plan it like meetings, because otherwise it is everything spontaneous. But yeah, it depends. I think if you're young, do whatever you want. It doesn't matter. Like, when I was young, I played 8 hours, 10 hours a day, and at the weekend I played 14 hours a day. So I don't know. You have time. You don't have to think much. But if you have a kid, for example, a wife and everything, you can't wait stay up until 4 a.m. and your kid wakes up at 8, 9, 10 a.m. and then the day is starting. And so I think treat maybe gaming like a business, and then set up business meetings like, okay, today I have a meeting in World of Warcraft, I play 3 hours, and then it's maybe better. Mm, prioritize your sleep, like sleep, sports, and then it's also healthier, I think. Yeah. What do you think?
Yeah, I think don't let you overwhelm from your emotions, because that is the impulse. It's like buying something from impulse, and you have to avoid this, and you have to control your emotions and not the emotions control you. So if you can handle that, I think you can handle that the best way if you schedule it, because when you're at the end of the meeting and then you get the urge, you at least get the urge a little bit, who forces you subconsciously to stop. If you stop then, or if you continue, that's still up to you, but you have a little bit more of a thing to stop that. So I think that is definitely a good approach. Yeah.
I think what also helps me sometimes is if I know I have something planned next day. So, for example, if I have a meeting, for example, like Sunday, Monday morning, I have always meeting at 8 a.m. So I know that I can't play Sunday like 1, 2 a.m. because then you will feel miserable in the meeting and all this kind of stuff. So it helps me that I have every day planned maybe something in the morning. Then it's better maybe also.
Yeah, makes sense. What is your next point? Next question.
All right. So we went from sleeping to sports now. What are some innovative ways to integrate regular exercise into a gaming lifestyle? Could gamifying fitness or using VR fitness games be the answer to maintain physical health while gaming?
I would say, if you're a gamer, I have a very good example for this, and this helped me a good amount, I would say, to start sports again. Um, I had a switch when I there was a period of 2 years in my life where I didn't do any sports, and I had a switch, or I have a switch at the moment, and for the switch there was a game with a ring, with a fit ring. It was a ring, and with this ring you had a game, and you could it was a little bit like Wii Sports, but just more physical. It was harder, and you did all these kind of techniques because you had this ring, and then you had two things underneath, and it was like a sports game, but very nice gamified. It was like a role playing game because you were fighting bosses, everything. That was a very very cool way for a gamer to get into sports. And if you're a gamer out there and you struggle getting into sports, that is a very good tip. Try this tip, and try such kind of games to get into sports, because it's a very fun way to get into it. That helped me definitely very much to enjoy it again. Because you have to experience something, a little bit of dopamine when you do sports, because you replace sports with gaming, because you can game less than when you do something else, something like sports. So you have to give yourself a treat and give yourself something that it's interesting.
Yeah, and also like if you start with sport, it's actually hard to make it a habit. But like after 1 month, 2 months, it starts to feel like makes fun. It is a joy to do that, and it's getting a habit. And then you can start doing other things, maybe go to the gym but yeah, maybe from 0 to 1 is maybe a good start, which Michael said, to buy you fitness games where you can do fitness while gaming, and then from there going into the gym maybe or something like that. But it is of course important, and maybe there is coming with VR or AR coming nice opportunities, and maybe you can transport your gym to your home and create your own gym in your environment. Something like that would be interesting.
I mean, especially in VR, there were a lot of cool options which were workout and a fun game at the same time. I mean, every time you play something in VR, you're sweating as fuck because you're carrying this huge thing on your head. You have to do something all the time. It is a workout and it's fun. For example, Beat Saber. Beat Saber on the VR was always fun, or some shooting games as well. Or I was playing this MMO where you all the time were in movement and had to run as well. So yeah, a lot of things in VR have high potential to do that. If they can create, or if they can do, no, you can. I mean, there are already, when I think at Peloton, the bike thing, it's also gamified. So you have the screen on this racing bike, and then you race against other people or with other people through routes or some stuff like that. Such gamified things are a cool way, and you could also combine that with VR. When you drive, for example, on this bicycle, then you're in VR, you're driving through the Grand Canyon or amazing lake in amazing country. So that would be probably a very nice way for gamers to enjoy it.
And also a nice activity with the family, for example, or your kids.
Can definitely be something worth doing together then, yeah. We talked a lot about sports and improving health. But what about gaming? Should we buy a new gaming console in 2025 to switch gaming for ourselves a little bit up?
Well, if you think about it, then you can go in the direction which you just said, going with the Nintendo Switch, that you buy that for some activity sport games. But other than that, alright, for example, PlayStation has the VR where you can play Beat Saber, or Oculus I think Rodo had this game where you was in an arena and then a lot of monsters are coming, and I think you was a boxer or something like that. And if you play that some rounds, like, you feel like you're boxing. And so yeah, you can go in this kind of direction to also bring some new flair into your gaming life, test some new stuff out. But other than that, I would not have like one especially thing to think about it.
Yeah, especially at the moment. I mean, it's in the I think the PlayStation cycle is more or less in the third quarter, in the third fourth quarter. So probably not that attractive to buy something new. No new Switch console actually. Steam Deck old version. When I would buy a new console or stuff or a new hardware, it would probably be a newer PC, to be honest, because all the consoles are at the moment are not worth it, and there's probably in 1, 2, 3 years a new generation coming out, and that's worth waiting. And cloud gaming also is not to underestimate, I think.
This will be future, I think, a big thing.
No.
So I have one question. What steps can gamers take to ensure they're fulfilling their bodies with the right vitamins or nutrition without sacrificing the gaming experience? Could there be a role for meal planning or nutritional supplements tailored for gamers? So in direction, like, I think if you're gaming, I think it is easier to order a pizza and then just eat a pizza and then start gaming again. And you don't think really much about vitamins or health. Like, in my regular life, I know like quick pizza or something from McDonald's or something like that is the fast and easy way to get food into your body, but it is not healthy. So what can we do?
Yeah, I mean, as you said, for gamers it has to be quick, efficient, and the taste is not to underestimate. It has to taste good. It's hard to combine everything, all these kind of things with a healthy food. But there are all-in-one solutions. When I was a gamer, I tried to manage my vitamin stuff with AG1. I don't know if you know that. That's the green stuff. And there are other things like the Blueprint protocol from Brian Johnson, for example. It's a little bit expensive, to be honest, but that could be a nice way to test how do you feel. Maybe if you try it for a month, for example, it improves your overall well-being so much that you think, okay, that's definitely worth to spend $200 more on this kind of stuff than, I don't know, going to McDonald's or the pizza, because I feel way better. And that improves my gaming session, that improves my sports session, that improves my hanging out with family, that improves everything. So definitely worth thinking about it, I think. What do you think?
I think there are already companies like Meal Prep, I think is one company where you can they make everything ready so you can just order it and you get your meals and they're saying they're good meals and everything is included. You can make it healthy and taste also good. So but yeah, I think the important thing is like make it easy. Like for example, for my solution, I don't know like much about what is healthy, what is not healthy because I do not really care. So, but like I need a company who makes me good food, which is also like target to me as a person because every person has different kind of opinions. Like someone likes pizza, someone don't like pizza, someone likes I don't know what is a special taste.
Pasta.
Yeah, pasta with tomato sauce and different kind of sauce, and one is liking it and the other not, and so that I can say, okay, I like this kind of stuff and I don't like this kind of stuff. Make me something healthy and make it different, like every 2 days or something like that. That I don't eat like every day the same meal because that sucks also. And yeah, I think there needs this kind of companies and then you need some supplements and this kind of stuff. But yeah, make it easy to eat healthy, and also make it easy that people can order and they're getting quick something which is also healthy but tastes also good. So just easy and quick and make it healthy. I don't know if there are any kind of companies, but I think meal prep. I get at least a lot of ads on that.
Mm, yeah, understand. For me, it was all the time I was replacing one. I tried to replace one meal all the time with something like a shake or something like that. Where you have a lot of things like a meal shake where you have everything in it. Because a shake like this tastes good. It's very easy to do because you only have to combine it with water or with milk or something like that. And usually it should carry all the vitamins and stuff like that. But the other edge of the sword is that a lot of companies who do that, they advertise like it's very healthy and stuff like that, and then afterwards comes out that it's bullshit. So you cannot trust any company which advertises a healthy food anymore. That's the problem, I think, and that's also for gamers. How do you know that?
True. But yeah, that's the problem in our world, right?
Um, I was writing that gamers should network in your favorite gaming community more this year. What do you think about that?
Um, I would agree. I think it's communities are nice. It makes gaming better. Like for example, the last week, for example, I played World of Warcraft on my own. I didn't do any. I think I did one raid with others, but the experience was not good actually. So I think if you hang up with your friends or people you met which are cool and you do like raids, dungeon, PvP, whatever, running through the world of World of Warcraft or any kind of games which you want to play. If you do it with someone else, it is way better. You have way better experience. You laugh more and have more joy and everything. So I think if you focus on that to get into a community where you can have this kind of experience, is maybe better doing for 2 weeks instead of grinding gear, maybe.
I think so too. And if you want to reach a new gaming community or reach new friends, there is an application on the App Store and the Google Play Store called Gamers Playground. If you type that in the Play Store, you come to an application, and in this application you can find new teammates and also new soulmates which are interested in gaming. So if you're looking for a new gaming community, you can give this definitely a try. And we are the creators of this app, so you can trust us. Anything to add? I think I got it.
Support our products, guys. We have nice products for you, and it's for free, so you don't have to think much.
I have one quest for every gamer, and that is also we also spoke about that in a previous podcast. At least travel to one other country this year. That is my quest for every gamer. What do you think?
I accept this quest, and this year my quest is go to Japan. Let's see if I get this.
That is a insane quest. then you're getting here, exactly here. Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. 18 hours flight from here, so let's see.
A direct flight is crazy. Yeah, that is pretty crazy. Yeah. But why should you do it? You should do it to broaden your horizons, to get out of your bubble. Because when you sit in your four walls all the time, you get stuck in your head, stuck with your body, everything. You should get movement into your life, not only with sports or something like that. It's not that we're the sports gurus and advise you that you have to go to the gym every day. No, but plan something, get out of your room only one time, get in another country and broaden your horizon, because it's so beneficial for your life. Not only in gaming, in everything. And you will not regret it. You look back at these kind of situations in 5 to 10 years, and you will think, the good old times when I was traveling these countries. It was such a nice time.
Good quest. Michael, I have one question. In a world where gaming can often take us out of the present moment, how can we cultivate a practice of mindfulness and appreciation for what we have, both in and out of the game?
Inside and outside of the game, to practice mindfulness. Inside the game, I would say play hard games where you have to focus really hard, or play PvP. Also very good. I mean, when I think about PvP, for example, Arena, you cannot think about anything else. But when I do a Delph run or something like that in World of Warcraft or something chill, then your mind is still wandering, But do hard content in gaming, then your mind will only focus on that, and you get in the flow mode, I think. Outside of that, there are two options I can give you, which are both very well, but it has to suit you, so you can choose. The first option is meditation. That's the obvious thing, because you get into a flow state, and you can start with 5 minutes only sitting still, and try to shut your brain down. Try to think nothing. And if you like it, you can do it the next time and the next day and the next day. But if you don't like it, then there's another option. It's sports, and for me, it's running. If you run, you come to a certain point in the beginning. The first 20 minutes is nothing, but when you go to the 30, 40, 50-minute mark, then it's a fight. Then you fight against yourself, and you go into the flow state. You only concentrate yourself on running, surviving, and once the body comes into the survival mode, then everything else is not important anymore. Even food, nothing. You only have the urge to survive, and that is such a flow state which brings you complete out of the stressful life, for me at least. What kind of techniques do you have?
I think breathing method, like from Wim Hof, is good. I did it it was crazy. I came on the 1st December here, and I was 3 days later I was sick because my parents were sick. They had COVID and all this kind of stuff. And I had it almost 3 weeks or something like that. And I started 4 or 5 days ago, and I still was sick. My my throat and my nose was like still sick, and then I had always this mind like do the breathing, Mehav, do the breathing, and then I was like sitting, okay, today I do it, and the next day I was again healthy. It's so crazy.
Really?
Yeah, it's great. It's so crazy.
Mm.
What like Wim Hof is like, if you don't know Wim Hof is like the boy if you think about cold exposure. Um, just Google it and watch his videos. It's This guy is crazy, and he has also this kind of breathing method where you inhale 30 times and um, outhale 30 times,
Exhale.
uh,
Yeah.
exhale, and then after the last one you hold your breath, and with no actually like air in your lungs,
Yeah.
you can hold your breath like, I don't know, 1 to 3 minutes. Like Michael had last time, I think 250 or 3 minutes or something like that. My lungs are sick still. I can only hold like 130 or something like that. It's
Ah,
really
okay.
hard for me go
Yeah,
to
but
over
with
that
with
actually.
sick lungs, it's different.
Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, let's see. But yeah, like all my nose was again healed, my throat also, so I'm again like healthy. The only problem is really my lungs now, but other than that, it's crazy. Just do breathing method, and the best thing later about that, you feel so loose, like so as you can fly.
You feel
It's a
high.
nice experience. Yeah, no, actually not. I don't feel high. I think because I don't do the hyperventilation or something, how it's called. Yeah,
Ah, so
I don't
you
know.
don't do it quickly?
I think I don't do enough quickly. I think I do it too
Ah,
slow.
because
But
there are,
I have, uh,
he says
but
there
I have,
is no break in between, you know?
yeah,
In
I
between
don't have
between the
like
break.
I don't have a break, but I think
Mm.
I'm still not breathing enough and fast enough.
Ah. Ah, okay, okay.
But like after that, I sit there and I'm like really in the moment, and I have like no stress, no thoughts, just joy in my body. And that's the best feeling I can imagine. Like I had also this one time in Vietnam where we went in the hotel room, and then I was like really feeling like, because I had like a long time really big stress in my body, and then I had like this kind of release, and it's a huge feeling. And so yeah, I would say breathing technique, do Wim Hof, try it few times, and you will think what the crazy thing. And the thing, when I'm sick and I doing that next day, I don't know why, but I'm healed.
It works definitely, and the feeling is amazing. It it probably works on everybody different, but sometimes when I do it properly and really with the hyperventilation and the body is tingling and everything is going on in your body, it's crazy. And then you have this calmness when you hold your breath, and afterwards when everything is done, sometimes I felt so happy that I get up, dance, and everything. It's like it's crazy. It's so crazy what it does with your body. It changes your complete mood and chemical structure in your body. It's crazy. Very good tip. Definitely try it out. Amazing tip. I have one. I have two more things. One is try a new game genre you're used to switch things a little bit up, and the second one is, you can comment on both. The second one is support one new crowdfunding or startup project in gaming.
Also interesting thought. Yeah. Yeah, Grok AI has actually a good opinion for that as well. So yeah, I would say I tell later something about that.
Yeah.
Do you do you want to add something?
No. Do you have any main quests, or should we go to the machine overload?
I have one last main quest, and the main quest part was today actually a little bit more like on the health side, but I think
Okay.
it is because like that's my point. I want to improve this year, so that's why I had this kind of question structure. And I have one last point, and that's my last point, which I also want to improve this year. Intermediate fasting has shown benefits in various health areas. How might adopting a fasting schedule, like eating within a 5-6 hour window, impact our gaming habits and cognitive function during gameplays?
That is a very big thing. when you're sick, when your body is handling anything, fast. Because when you're fasting, your body is healing. That is the process which is going on in the body. The body eats the broken cells up and recovers. He regenerates in while fasting. I was, for example, I have a good example for that. Had after a lot of meals stomach edge, um, problems with the stomach, and then I thought, okay, no, now I do fasting. I did a 3 day fast, so 3 days, 2.5 or 3 days, I don't know, something between 2 and 3. Um, I did the fast, and afterwards everything was gone. The body can cool down because our body is not there to be full all the time. The body is actually there to eat something and then recover, and repair everything, and not to be stuffed with food all the time. That's the biggest scam ever. And intermediate fasting is very easy to do when you do it right, because most of the time of the intermediate fasting is sleeping, and you only skip your breakfast, for example, and then you've done it. You have a late breakfast, and that's it. And it's so beneficial. I saw a lot of studies about this kind of stuff that improves your health insanely crazy.
Yeah, agree. I will try that I have like in a 5-6 hours window, like from I think I will start with lunch and then have like a late dinner, and then that's it. Then I stop eating. That I have like a window of 18 hour where I don't eat anything. Let's see.
Yeah,
Do you
that's
know
actually
if like,
pretty
but
good.
if I drink water, is this a problem? No.
No. That is completely fine, because your body gas goes into a light ketosis then in this 18 hours, and with water is not a problem. Just look that you don't drink something sweet or something like that in general, or something with carbs, or snack something or something like that.
Do you think if we would have this kind of eat style or habits, do you think we could also play better?
In case of gaming, I
Yeah.
think so.
So, for example, because your body don't have to think about what do I need to bring down to my stomach.
Definitely, because your body is not busy, and if your body is busy, everything is maybe 30,
Less
40
efficient.
percent less effective, right? And if you're fasting, your brain has the complete function. That's why when you're on ketosis, for example, and your body is not really trying to have this kind of sugar highs and lows, then it's way more beneficial. So I think it improves gaming definitely, especially the high performance gaming. I can see that definitely. Yeah.
All right. Then that was our main quest part, and we are going right to the machine overload, where we ask AI what they're thinking about the topic from today. And Michael, you can start.
Yeah, I asked Grok what he thinks about the topic. What gamers should change for 2025. It was more or less a normal answer, I would say, and he was pitching a little bit AI. So AI wants us to do more with AI, which goes into the direction we all think. He says, from an AI perspective, human gamers in 2025 should focus on enhancing their adaptability to increase complex AI-driven game mechanics, fostering a more inclusive and ethical gaming community, woke, and leveraging AI tools for personal growth, like improving strategic thinking and problem-solving skills within games. So yeah, a lot of AI in this answer. So AI wanted to push AI. What do
It's
you think about
interesting.
that?
It's interesting because I want to ask you as well if you had woke in your answers. Because in my answer, I had also woke culture, and I was like thinking, "Ah, fuck off, go away with this kind of shit. We don't care about if we diverse community. I don't care who is in my community. Just like be a community. It don't have to be diverse or something. It's so stupid. But um, yeah, interesting. But yeah, I had the discussion a little bit because he went me a little bit too much in the woke and green culture area, and then I was like bringing him a little bit back. And yeah, in the end, he was like going into the health and well-being, like balancing game with physical health, using games for mental health and physical benefits, so this kind of AI and VR features. And he was also about like mindful consumption, like choose quality over quantity in gaming experience, so supporting indie game developers, that we don't go with the big ones, and also try to see there are like some small developers who are trying to make like a really nice experience with a big story behind it, and that we support this kind of stuff. And also value games that offer learning opportunities alongside entertainment. So yeah, was a little bit more like in the thing which I also had. Maybe he was a little bit how it said, influenced by me with my health features. But yeah, he had also woke things, but I actually deleted this kind of things.
Yeah, in the beginning it was the same for me. He was going crazy in the environmental stuff, and I don't know what's going on, but it changes every week a little bit, you know.
Yeah.
But
I have one question to our audience. Do you as a gamer care about your footprint as a gamer? So do you need better hardware that your footprint on Earth is less? Do you really interesting in that? Because Grok was interesting in that, for example.
yeah, that's a good question. That I want to know if gamers care about that too. Yeah, because for me, when I buy a PC or a MacBook or something like that, I don't care about the environment.
There are
I
bigger
don't.
things to improve environment than thinking about my hardware on my laptop, to be honest, in my
I think so
opinion.
too. Yeah,
But yeah,
definitely.
prove me wrong in the comments.
Yeah. But your Grok was also talking about indie studios, and that reminds me on I was on the go in the last week a little bit, and was checking out mobile games, and I was trying Stardew Valley, and it was from one developer. I don't know if you know it. It's like a farm building game, the most popular one probably, and it sold like crazy. And it was only one developer. I was playing it for a little bit, but didn't get really into it. So I was looking for mobile games, but that is a topic probably for the next podcast as well, when we are talking about the top games for 2025, which we are interested in. So if you want to see that, give the channel a subscription and follow us. But I would say let's jump to the last two topics, and that is the side quest. That is our other topic, just an opinion about another topic, and after that, the keyboard warrior. What is your side quest?
I'm interested if you already saw it. So the topic is Mark Zuckerberg plans to integrate AI characters into social media platforms. So to have more information about the topic, so Mark Zuckerberg has announced plans to introduce AI generated characters into platforms like Instagram and Facebook. These AI entiles are designed to mimic real users, complete with bios, profile pictures, and the ability to share content and engage in conversations. They're not just bots, they're indeed to become part of your social circle, offering interaction that could feel remarkable as humans. Yeah. So my question is Mark Zuckerberg adding AI characters to social media platforms good because it makes the internet more interactive, or bad because it might make us feel less connected to real people?
Yeah,
First of all, Michael, what are your first thoughts about that? Did you know that?
I didn't know that. I didn't read it because I wasn't very active the last week. But there is a conspiracy theory this reminds me of, and the conspiracy theory is that the whole internet is full of bots and there are not much real humans in the internet. So all the comments you see online in forums and on websites on social media are all from bots. Not all, but 90% bots and 10% humans. This direction will actually head to this point. So another conspiracy theory, which is proven true, then. So yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure if this is something good or not. Have you ever tried this? There is an application called Replica. It is like an AI person you can chat with, you can have a romantic relationship with it, you can have it as a friend, you can have it as a mentor, you can have it as everything. And I was trying it out as well. It's still not at the point where it's like a real human connection. We're not there yet. But yeah, what do you think about this topic?
So to the question with where you can have a relationship and stuff like that, is this from Meta?
No, I don't think so.
No, because I saw an article where a boy he did suicide because he had a relationship with an AI chatbot like this, a girl, and he wanted that the girl should visit him, and she didn't could come, and da da da. And then she wrote something, I think, in a kind of way where he like understand it that he should kill himself, and now the parents like suing Meta because it was something from Meta.
Okay.
That was one article, so but I didn't try this any time. And about the Mark Zuckerberg story, I have two thoughts. One thought is, in the end, you never know in the internet or the social media platforms who is a real person or not. Like, I could create now a normal character, like a girl, and make a picture of a girl, and everyone in the internet thinks I'm a girl, but I'm like a man behind this girl. So you already don't know if you're texting with a real person, and you never know. And so from that perspective, it would not make a big change. But on the other side, I think it's dangerous because you will have more likely a better relationship in the internet or social media platforms with a AI bot or like a AI generated character, instead maybe with real person, because you get actually what you want from that AI. And there are like no big emotions behind it, or they hate you if you say, I don't like that. They say, oh yeah, I don't like it too, because they will do the best that you will be happy, I think. And that's why I think there will be less self improvement for growth in a person, because you don't get any feedback, real feedback.
That's a good point. We were talking about, one of our first podcasts was about AI stuff, and we were talking about that as well there. AI never goes in a different direction than you tell him. He never challenges your opinion or stuff like that. Other than when you tell him to challenge it, then yeah, he does it, but he only does what you tell him, you know. So yeah, absolutely, I see your point, and it's yeah, I still don't think it's not a good thing, yeah, but. Interesting point, definitely.
Like, if you think about it, like, they're interacting with your posts, making own posts. He had like a trailer from that. Like, there's Susan, she's a bakery expert, and then she is making content about bakery, for example. And then there's Mark, and he's doing AI stuff or something like that. And then he has different kind of characters for different kind of topics. So yeah, but it's crazy if you think about it.
But it replaces the humans as content creators as well. So that is
actually, yeah, could be.
that is one of the only options we could do in the future left. But let's see how that goes. I have an interesting side quest for you, especially because it's critical. It's something AI does not do. Critical and challenging for your beliefs. And it's Elon Musk is a threat for free speech.
Okay, stupid. Just stupid. It doesn't make any sense if you just think about it. He bought.
Did you saw the last controversy on X about Elon Musk?
No, maybe I
where
don't
he
know.
was, yeah, maybe you don't know, because he was having another account where he was I don't know, a couple stuffs, but the end of the thing was a lot of people were criticizing Elon Musk for some statements and stuff like that, and he was banning all of them.
Did he?
He was banning them away, or taking the blue check marks away and stuff like that. So cutting the money from them and stuff like that. So that was the controversy on X in the past week, which I saw about Elon Musk.
Was it real? So did he really did he said anything to that or something like that?
I mean, there were content creator which criticized Elon Musk, and they don't have the blue check mark anymore now. I
Okay.
checked it on the profiles. Can have multiple reasons, but yeah, if you can believe these kind of statements, then the blue check marks are not there anymore. I was checking that.
While you can like cancel your subscription, then the blue check mark is also gone.
You could do that, but I don't think that is an intention of them. But my thought was either they did something against the rules on X, then your
Yeah.
check mark is going away as well. But I didn't saw actually a statement of Elon Musk about it.
Okay, I say it this way. If he in person or said to someone that these people should be banned or the blue check mark should be removed because they said anything which are like not against the rules, then it's against the free speech, and then I would say that's not correct. I don't think that Elon did that because he could do that already with so many peoples, because he is like, I don't know, fighting against criticism like since I don't know how many years, and people are still having blue check marks, and so I don't believe that. I think maybe they canceled the subscription, and that's why they don't have any blue check marks, and maybe they're just getting some views because of that then. And yeah, if you think about how Twitter is now built, it is built for free speech, and Elon did that, and that was the reason why he bought Twitter. So it makes no sense. But if he did it, then it was not correct. But also, I think if it comes out, Elon would say something about that.
Yeah, I think so too. I thought it was interesting because it's against our beliefs, and it's sometimes good to look outside the box, and see other opinions, because then you're not only in your own four walls in your bubble. So yeah, interesting topic. I would say let's go to the last topic, to the keyboard warrior. We got a lot of very big comments in the last weeks, especially about World of Warcraft, and that's what we're talking about now a little bit. Yeah, thank you for your comments, and we are very happy about that. And Stefan did choose a couple comments.
So first of all, like Michael said, thanks all for your big comments. There was like few comments where you like listed, like especially for the World of Warcraft community, like where you said, yeah, the character should build like this, and you put like so many input into the comment, like we have like big sentence there, like, and yeah, we would like to pick you, but it's like a big comment. It's crazy. So our first comments are. It was also under the World of Warcraft video. What new class will Blizzard launch in the last Titan? And our first one comment was from NFCKAL Naiden 2872. He said, "We need new tanks."
Yeah, I hope that is coming in 2025, but probably more in 2026. New tanks are needed in World of Warcraft, I think, because that is a role which is underpopulated, especially like the healers as well. So it's definitely needed, and the guy which has the complicated name is right.
And also, like to name the other comments as well, there was some comments where people said like it would be nice to have a tank where you tank with a pet, or was it a pet or some cyborg monster? I don't know.
It was a pet, and he calls the class the Warden, similar to a hunter, yeah, where you.
And yeah, you was like a ranged tank, but you're like specialized in tanking with your pet and moving your pet around and all this kind of stuff. So that was pretty interesting, and some other as well, but I don't remember it now. But yeah, crazy ideas, and really interesting ideas you had. And the next comment was also under this same video, and it was from Yana Waitman 9863, and she wrote, or he, I don't know really, Tinker would be so cool. Could have Cold War style arms race subplot between Goblin and Gnome technology to defeat the big evil of the expansion. tank spec, a big bulky mecha suit with melee, range DPS as a different mecha suit with guns and stuff.
I think that's it, to be honest. Tinker was probably the most wished class in the last 15 years. And I think now we have now in the next patch a Nomerigan or a Goblin raid, and that would suit actually pretty well. I don't think the class will come out yet, but would be a nice lore to introduce this kind of stuff. So it would suit so well. And thinking about a tank with mecha suits or something like that, mecha suits or something like that, sounds very cool actually. And we need a cool tank spec to make it appealing. So that is probably what will happen, in my opinion.
Yep. And yeah, like Micah said, I think Bard was the second most wished under our comments actually. And there was also nice ideas with the Bard, that the Bard is the supporter for the range DPS, I think, and the Dragon Evoker should be then the supporter for the melees. That you can have, like, you have to have both, that you have supporters for melee and range DPS. That was also an interesting idea. And yeah, so again, thanks for all your comments, and we are always reading all your comments and happy to see that, and we also reacting to all of the comments. So you can now again start the comment war under this video, reacting to all our input in this video. It was a little bit more on the health side today, not so many into deep dive into gaming, but that's life. We talk about everything, and yeah, Michael, do you have something to add?
I would just say two last words, and that is, if you have improvements for us, because we saw a lot of comments with very good ideas. So if we have good ideas for our podcast schedule or something like that, or you wanna see a new segment in it or some stuff like that, write us down in the comments and tell us what you wish, what you think, which would make the podcast better and more engaging. And then we will think about it and implement it, because we want to get better as well in this kind of stuff. And we saw a lot of very good and surprisingly good results in the past videos. So yeah, we want to go on and want to make it big and cool.
All right.
Good.
Then, like always, the last words to me. So, what changes are you willing to make in your gaming habits for a more positive gaming future? Share your thoughts down in the comments, and as always, subscribe and leave a comment, and also like this video to support our channel. And also, like Micah said, watch into the App Store or Google Play Store for our application Gamers Playground. And we see us as always in the next podcast. Bye bye, guys.